gosh, so gorgeous, right? Look at these beautiful cedar trees and Doug fir. Wow. Do you know that long, long ago that the Pacific Northwest didn't have any conifers? No cedars, no spruce, right? No hemlock, no pines. We were more of a barren landscape. And did you know that it was actually fox that actually brought all the conifers back here to the Pacific Northwest? It's a true story. Right? See, long ago, the moon, she was like traveling across the sky, and she looked down to the earth, and she said, wow, I think it's time for me to go back down to the earth world and wander around for a little bit. Because see, back then, it was known that the moon, who is a goddess, would sometimes come down to our world and disguise herself as a deer and move amongst our world. And the hunters knew that if they were trailing deer, especially on a moonless night, that they may just very well be trailing a god in disguise. Right? That was the mythical times back then. Well, Moon thought it was time to return, so she goes, hey, Spider, will you weave me a beautiful invisible rope that we can dangle down from the bottom of the sky down to the tips of those mountains so I can go and wander the earth world again? So Spider, she got to work, started weaving this amazing rope, and it was invisible to most eyes. And the moon took it and dangled it from the bottom of the sky all the way down to those mountains. And she would come down and wander around disguised as a deer. Now, Jay, Blue Jay, has very sharp eyes. As Blue Jay was looking up, she saw that rope. Jay saw that rope dangling from the sky. And Jay, Blue Jay, told Fox. So Fox and Blue Jay, who are both trickster spirits, they waited till a moonless night when the moon took that night off to rest. And Jay and Fox climbed on up that rope all the way up to the bottom of the sky. And Jay, with her very hard beak, poked a hole into the clouds and they enter Skyworld. And when they were in Skyworld, they saw this amazing, gorgeous forest. So Jay flew up to explore the trees, and Fox started wandering around the landscape. And Fox came to this lake, and beside the lake, there was a beaver trap. And Fox said, this must be Moon's beaver trap. I have an idea. So Fox, being a magical creature, shapeshift into that of a beaver and put himself in that trap. Now the next morning, the moon wakes and is wandering around the lake and comes to the beaver trap and says, wow, what a gorgeous beaver pelt. She was very pleased, and she took Beaver, brought it back to her smokehouse, skinned it, threw the carcass in the corner, and took that beautiful pelt and put it up on a hook. There's an eagle. Love it. Now Moon, feeling a little tired from her morning escapades, went to take a nap. In the meantime, Fox, who was still the beaver carcass, woke up, went over, got its pelt, put it back on, and went outside the lodge, the smokehouse of the moon. And there, Fox saw all this beautiful forest of cedar and Doug fir, hemlock, spruce, pines. And Fox, being magical, was able to shrink down these trees and make them real small so he could put thousands of them underneath his arms. And then he ran back to where Blue Jay was. And Blue Jay says, hurry, hurry, I think Moon is coming after you. And sure enough, Moon had woken up and saw that beautiful pelt gone, went outside and started trailing the tracks of Beaver, right? Because Fox was still Beaver. Now when they started to go down the rope, Jay and Fox was still Beaver, took those strong teeth and started to chew into the rope and weaken the rope. And they went down, down, down the rope, and then they hid amongst these rocks. And then when Moon started to come down, she's very angry, the rope wasn't strong enough to hold her weight. And so she fell down from the sky and she landed, whoom. And where she landed is what today is known as Mount Si up in North Bend, Washington. And if you look up to that mountain, you can still see the face of the moon in those rocks. Now, as soon as she fell down and turned into that mountain, right, Fox and Blue Jay, they went to work. They started planting all those trees that they had collected all over the Cascades. And those trees, they had seeds of their own. And now, look at this. We have this beautiful landscape of cedars and spruce and pine. All these beautiful trees because of Fox and Jay. And so that's the story. True story. Yeah, it might be. Who knows?